Hello, and welcome to the Three Guys Talking podcast. I am your host, Quinn Allen, and with me here is...
Alright, I'm Court Nelson.
No title.
No title. No title. I'm the co-host. It kind of was messed up that you said that you're the host, even though we both are. But
well, now I'm the host from here on out.
so I guess Quinn's the host now, and I am just the co-host. So that's fine.
That's just how it works, buddy. I've got the connections. It's just
all right. You know. Fair enough.
I've got the clout. Not anymore. But...
Oh, clout machine broke.
Dead clout. Anyway. Maybe this will give me more. It's not going to give me more clout, but
no, it's not.
I want to talk a little bit about why we're doing the podcast. I know why I'm doing it.
I know why I'm doing it as well, but I'll let you go first.
I like to listen to myself talk and knowing that I'm going to be the one uploading this video.
I could have said that for you, is the thing. So since I can talk for both of us here, yeah, so Quinn does like to hear himself speak. You'll probably be talking more of the podcast than I will be. The other thing is I want to do the podcast just because I've always wanted to do one. You know, it's one of those things. I've listened to a lot of podcasts myself and might as well go for one.
Yeah, he wants the clout.
Also, I want the clout. It is obvious. I took my first sip of water of the podcast.
Pretty sure you need the clout before you make the podcast. That's usually how that works, but...
Name one person who had clout before they made their podcast.
Bill Burr, General Sam, Penguin Zero, other known as Critical.
Also known as Critical. I don't think he ever goes by that name.
His name is Penguin Zero. All right.
Penguins with a Z, Zero. Joe Rogan, perhaps.
Joe Rogan, was he famous? I don't even know what Joe Rogan did before a podcast.
Don't know what Joe Rogan did before the podcast?
What is Joe Rogan actually known for?
Joe Rogan's he's known for he did fighting stuff. I want to say UFC specifically, as well as he was the host of Fear Factor on TV.
Fear Factor?
Yeah.
Is that the shit where they have like...
Yeah, that's the one where they're like, eat a bucket of locusts for $10,000.
And he hosted that.
And he hosted that, yes.
Oh. So I guess you could say the Joe Rogan podcast is the best part of his career so far.
Probably. I mean,
that's probably what he's most known for now.
He even talks nowadays about how he would not go back to that. So, I mean, I would assume so. But enough talk about the technicality of podcasts. All right, let's get down to brass tacks.
Okay.
What have you been watching recently?
What have I been watching? Well, I just watched this Netflix original on Netflix TV.
Don't think that's what it's called, but okay.
It's called Netflix.tv.
Netflix.tv.
Pretty sure. It's like Twitch, kind of. It's kind of like Twitch, if you ever heard of that before.
Jackbox as well.
Jackbox
and
Party.
Uses the .tv.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that's
I've been
called.
watching, with my dad, I watched this movie, Spectral. Bad movie.
Bad how? How is it bad?
It's a Netflix original, first off. So, first off, you just know it's bad.
Are there any good Netflix original movies? Shows there definitely are, but movies...
Bird Box. Come on.
Bird Box? I thought people were like, this movie's kind of whack. I didn't know if they actually thought it was good.
What's the movie that's like Bird Box? It's the one where you can't...
Is it The Quiet Place?
Oh, it's A Quiet Place.
I know exactly what it's the opposite. Instead of being able to see, you can't talk. I guess that would mean you couldn't hear, but
yeah,
same thing.
Same thing, really.
I did not watch either of those movies. I do know about Bird Box, though. I heard a good
I've seen both of them. Both bad.
Both bad. But,
yeah.
So Bird Box...
I like the beginning of Bird Box where everybody dies. I think if they could span that part out for like... Have you ever seen what's the Final Countdown movies where it's just people getting their heads chopped off over and over?
The Final Countdown? Now you made me not remember what it's called.
What is it called? It's got the song, right?
It does not have the final countdown.
It's got that.
It's Final Destination.
No, Final Destination. The Final Destination.
That movie does not have the final countdown.
Only if it did, dude.
I can say that with certainty.
It's kind of like that movie, dude.
It's like
I wish like if they just made Bird Box into that movie, way
It's like
better.
if they had the Dark Knight movies, except they had the original like Batman
Yeah,
is the beginning song for it.
yeah, way
That'd be,
better.
that would be way better. It'd make
Imagine the
that boring
suspenseful
ass
part at the
movie
end
way
of the
better.
Dark Knight Rising. No, not Dark Knight Rises. What's the Dark Knight?
Is that the last
The end
one?
of that movie? No, that's the Joker movie.
Dude, I really don't give a shit about the Batman trilogy. I don't know the names
Okay,
of any of them. Also,
but at the end of it, since you don't give a shit, at the end of it, there's this really suspenseful part where he's like running. It's like, the music's just like, and it's really intense. It would be way better if he was running from the cops in the night, going
just throw off everything that they did in the last 2 hours of the movie.
Who knows,
Not enough media does that, like has a full build up and just like the weakest ending ever. At least not intentionally.
Netflix originals are really good at that, though. I feel like they should just make that their trademark.
They're also really good at using Stephen King.
They do that?
Well, I mean, they had the Mist show for like 6 episodes of The Mist, which I don't even understand how that works. They already made the movie.
Have you seen any of the Marvel shows?
No, dude, fuck that. I'm not gonna watch those.
The Mist has already been made. That's already a movie.
Yeah, and then they made a show out of it. I don't know why.
And I don't know how they could expand that to be.
Well, they made it 6 episodes long, so.
Oh.
Which
would
be,
really
I believe, would be longer than the movie itself. But
it's like The Stand, dude. That's a way better. If you want to see a movie like The Mist.
You always talk about The Stand, dude, and I'm never going to watch The Stand.
Because it's old. Yes, I know you hate old stuff.
Because it is old, and old is not good.
It's also Stephen King, by the way. So.
That's the thing. Some of the Stephen King stuff is pretty cool. Like, now I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head that I can't think
They're
of.
not cool, except for The Stand. So.
Wow, you're really going to say The Stand's the best one? How about that they're good in concept?
Dude, I read that book, and it's an 800-page book, and I read that book in 2 days, dude.
So you're going to flex on me?
I'm going to flex my reading, really, but...
So you're a nerd, is what you're telling me.
No, I don't read books often. That's what I'm trying to say, but The Stand, that's a great read. Sponsored by The Stand, by the way.
Not sponsored by The Stand. I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to say that.
We don't have sponsors anymore. Our sponsors dropped out on us.
Yeah, they dropped out on us. That's why, you know what, we like it. We like the people. We're doing this podcast for you, listener. So whoever you are.
The one listener that actually got this far.
For the one person who's listening to this, which is probably going to be one of our friends if I had to guess. This podcast is
They
for
won't
you.
listen to it.
Niraj will. Niraj, this is for you.
Niraj will, yeah.
Also, spoilers for all movies and video games. I probably should have said that way earlier, like 10 minutes ago.
I like spoiling.
This thing hasn't been going on for 10 minutes, has it? Do you have a timer?
I don't care. Oh.
Okay.
No.
So you're cool.
Like we said, we don't care about time. We're not naming this the 1 hour podcast, so
that would probably be more convenient. My issue is not that we're timing it for the purpose of keeping to a theme. I just want to know what time we're at.
Yeah. Well, we'll never know now. Well, I'll look at my clock on my computer. We're at 8:54. Wait, no, we're at 8:35 now. So, based off that, from now on.
All right, well, I guess this is minute number 1, starting from now on. So welcome to Three Guys Talking Podcast. I am your host, Court Nelson.
See, that's not going to work out. I'm the host.
How are you the host?
Sorry.
Dude, I'm freaking
I talked to the guy up top, but I've got more clout.
You talked to Mr. YouTube himself?
Mr. YouTube. It's actually Mrs. YouTube. I'm pretty sure the CEO of YouTube is
I just
Mrs.
realized after saying that in fact, yes, I believe it is a
I talked to Mrs. YouTube.
You talked to Miss
Does she have a husband? When it would be Mr.
YouTube.
Dr. YouTube.
You're really not going to...
Does she have a doctorate?
I don't know why you'd have to have a doctorate to be a CEO.
It would be hilarious if you were a CEO, yes. I'm actually the owner of YouTube. I've got a doctorate.
A doctorate
in medicine.
In medicine? What
And I am the CEO of YouTube.
So
I don't know.
it would be Doctor YouTube MD,
Yes.
Doctor YouTube Medical Doctor.
Hmm.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good title. Esquire, perhaps. Just hit all the bases.
Maybe you have a lordship, sir,
Oh, it would be
doctor,
lady.
a lady doctor.
Later, Doctor YouTube MD Esquire. So now that we've hit all the other professions, Quinn, can you tell me about what games you've been playing recently?
I recently picked up Halo 2. Yes, I'm a boomer.
Halo 2
I
on
don't.
what? What do you have that can play Halo 2?
I have. When I was very young, I walked into the store with my dad because we used to go to GameStop. You know how it be. And on the shelves there, my dad's like, "I'm only gonna get you a $10 game," which I'm like, "Holy shit, Dad, that's really awesome."
Nice.
$10 game, I could get a game for my DS.
You
But then I
got
saw
okay.
just a massive, like, just a wall was Halo 2 in like the big boxes, but they're just CDs in there. It's like a VHS box, but for a CD.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it didn't even come with more. It's just Halo 2 in a box.
Halo 2 in a
So I have
box.
so I have the disc, and then I pirated it. But I think, I can pirate Halo 2 now because I have it downstairs in disc form, right?
That's the justification, right? Why did you buy it in the first place if you couldn't? Could you play it
Well, that was
beforehand?
a while ago. I have the Halo. I could play it before, but I don't know if I could still play Halo 2 on my computer.
Oh, it was the
So
Halo 2 PC disc, is what you were
yeah, it
saying.
was the PC disc.
Oh, okay. I don't know what I was on
Yeah.
about. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah.
So I
So why?
recently
So
picked
why
up Halo
Halo
2.
2?
Well, I've had it for a while because my friends wanted to play like Halo 2 online. That was a thing at one point.
Mhm.
So we played that for a little bit, and now I kind of want to play the single player because I never beat it back in the day. I know.
Dude, I never beat my Halo was Halo Reach. I never beat the story for that because I'll be honest, story for Halo kind of cringe. Just play online, dude. It's the best version.
Hmm. True. However, I heard Halo 2 was good, and I wanted to beat it, and I've never seen anybody beat. I've never watched any like it's a blind playthrough.
Hmm.
And I went in, I'm like, Halo 1. I heard the best, you got to play Halo 1 on Legendary, right?
Yeah.
I watched the video game Donkey. He said Halo 1 on Legendary changes a man, right? Or
Honestly,
something like that.
I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that, but go on.
Okay, so I thought, I'll play Halo 2 on Legendary.
Hmm.
And I got to the first action part when the guys come through the doors and you got to shoot them all.
Yeah.
And I think I died about 100 times
About 100 times.
just in the first action scene, killing them right there. And I was recording the whole time. I got past like three action parts, 300 deaths later.
Yeah.
And I looked up online Halo 2 Legendary, right?
Cheats.
And the first video that pops up, just like I wanted to know more about
Halo
it. Like
Halo 2 Legendary cheats.
I wanted to look up a playthrough, right? Like Halo 2 Legendary playthrough, and I wanted to see like, how many times did they die? I want to know if I was bad or not, right? And the first thing that comes up is like, why is Halo 2 impossible? Halo 2 on Legendary impossible,
Oh.
or the worst thing ever. And apparently, if you play Halo 2 on Heroic, that is the equivalent to playing Halo 1 on Legendary, and Halo 2 on Legendary is just like another above that, just
Really?
fucking impossible level of hardness. So now I have to beat it
On Legendary or on Heroic?
on Legendary
Oh.
to prove my stuff.
You're gonna give up, like, not even an eighth of the way into the story. I know you. I know how you operate. There's no way you're gonna beat that game. There's zero way. Moving forward, Quinn, did you hear the good news?
That's the good news.
If you were following the Trailer Park Boys social media, they have posted that they are on set now. They are filming their next season.
Season of Trailer Burn. That show sucks, dude. I hate to say it, dude. Without Leahy, gonna be bad.
No. So this is the way they're doing it, which I thought was kind of whack, but I think it could be good. Which is, it's going to all take place in prison, I believe. There's going to do a whole season of them and their antics in prison.
All right.
So I guess that kind of fills the bubble of Leahy. 'Cause,
They're
like,
also all old now.
they are
Like, have you
all
seen
old.
Julian, dude? He looks gross.
I don't know if I'd say that he looks gross, but he definitely looks aged
Yeah.
compared to the other two. Bubbles kind of always looked old, except in the first
Hmm.
season. After the first season, yeah, he looked
He's an
old.
old
He's
man.
an old man. He also wore old man clothes in the later season, so it kind of
He's a
worked.
baby boomer.
I don't even know how old they're supposed to be in the show. I guess like in their
20,
50s. I don't even know.
22.
Well, I mean, if you look at their animated versions, they're supposed to look like a normal age. So,
Uh,
have you seen the animated show?
no, I never bothered.
If you're not into the regular show, I wouldn't bother with it. It's
The season with the ladies, you
yeah,
know the one?
that season
I just
sucks.
stopped. I stopped
Yeah, dude,
after
that
that. That
season,
was
I'll be
bad.
honest, it was hard to get through, but it was worth it because the rest of it's good. I'm still under the impression that all of Trailer Park Boys, minus the season you just talked about, is good. Now, I know people will talk about that after Netflix took it over, and which, by the way, during their intro when it says a Netflix original series, what the hell, dude? It's not a Netflix original. You guys just picked it up.
Oh yeah, it's bullshit.
They didn't sound an original series at all. But I thought the Netflix series was just fine. Yeah, like they do a weird time skip, or not necessarily time skip, but
Netflix is a bunch of liars, dude.
if you were to watch the show and not know that Netflix picked it up and you just went from season 7 to season 8, you would notice, like, why do all the characters look like they're 10 years older?
That was the weirdest thing, dude. My dad and I were downstairs watching it, right?
Yeah.
We got to season 7, like, oh, that's an ending for season 7. Next episode. Huh. What the hell happened?
And then they added, or not necessarily that they added, but they also lost a lot of characters as they kind of transitioned from the earlier seasons to the later seasons. Like
Yeah.
Trevor got kicked out.
Do
What?
you know what happened about that?
Oh, Trevor. So Trevor's actor Michael Jordan, by the way,
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Mr.
Uh,
Michael Jordan.
he was fed up with the. I think it was
Did they mistreat him? Was that
yeah,
what that was
that
about?
was the that was the issue was he felt that he was being mistreated and maybe underpaid, which is funny that the character that is supposed to get mistreated all the time got
Yeah.
mistreated. It's like
That's
what is that?
that's
That's
awesome.
like the Harvard prison experiment, but during
Yeah.
television shooting.
That's like he's playing his part, dude. That's what is that character? What is that? What's that called? Character acting or something like that?
Oh,
I don't know.
what? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The no, I can't remember what it's called. It's not
Really, I'm
character
just
method
horrible
acting.
with method acting. Yeah, he's a great method actor. I think we should pick up Michael Jordan if we're ever gonna.
Which I mean, he kind of missed out on a decent gig. I mean, it's not often that you're gonna get like a steady job as an actor,
Hmm.
especially as a very unknown one. That unless you watch Trailer Park Boys, you would not know who this guy is.
You saw him on the street. Normal guy. No, actually,
Just
not really a normal looking guy. He looks like an
yeah,
alien.
he looks crazy, but other than that, a normal guy. But Corey stuck it through because he wanted the paycheck, I'm sure. Also, I think he just liked working on the show. And then when it comes to like Trevor's character in the show, or Michael Jordan's character rather, they just
Yeah.
took another guy and they gave him the role instead. Which is
Gave him a different name.
okay. That's one thing I do want to talk about that show before we move on. Was the weirdest thing is when you see Jacob. He's in like season 1 as like
He
a
is?
as like some sort of clerk at a gas station.
Oh yeah, he's the clerk in all the
Yeah,
episodes, right?
he's the guy behind the counter that they just like steal from.
Yeah.
And then he ends up marrying at the time at the beginning of the show. What was Ricky's daughter's age? Like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And then in the series, marries her and has a child. And you're like,
Yeah, this dude definitely a pedo, dude. He's like what, 17?
yeah, he's probably like 17, 18 at the time.
I mean that's normal later in the years. Right?
I'm just saying he would have known her at a very young age.
Kinda creepy, man.
like would have had interactions and definitely actually did have interactions with her at that time. I'm just saying, kind of whack, but whatever.
There's
Jacob's
probably a
cool.
few scenes where she steals from him too.
There is actually. I can think of one clearly right now.
The one where she shoots him or something?
That's the one where she shoots Ricky by accident.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I thought.
Hey, Quinn Allen.
Hmm.
Can you tell me some other video games you've been playing recently?
Some other video games?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you know what I've been playing.
I know what you've been playing, but I want you to
Even
say it.
I've been playing the Uncle Dane simulator.
I was gonna talk about Payday 2, but we can talk about Uncle Dane Simulator.
I love Uncle Dane.
Do you know that
What
guy
do you
had
want to talk about?
had an old YouTube channel?
Oh yeah, the one you show me. It's
Yeah, Random Productions,
that guy's crazy, dude.
where his final two uploads were the wacky what was it? The Wacky Dane Show, episode 1 and 2.
Oh really?
Yes, they're very strange. I would not
What
recommend.
happened to Dane? He became wacky, and now all of a sudden he's our uncle.
He gained
Uncle.
50 pounds and
Yeah, I
about
did.
6 years in age, and then he made TF2 content.
Which is honestly the best TF2 content out there.
Is he the most subscribed player?
I don't think he's the most subscribed
I thought he
player, but I
was.
think I think he does the best work on his TF2 stuff.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
And his second channel is way better as well.
To Uncle to Dane.
Yeah. I think that's better than his main channel. I've said that before.
You have said that before, but I haven't really watched any of the content on there.
It's just like it's either short clips or little like jokes he makes.
Mhm.
They're like a minute long. Worth it. He made a Friends TF2 thing.
I did see that.
That's a good one. That's his latest upload.
Are you checking the channel right now?
I usually check the channel, but
Mm.
not right now. So what about TF2? The game as a game in a whole.
Can you tell me what you like about it? And what you dislike about it if you don't like it?
What made this guy the host? Asking me questions? How about you tell me?
Alright, fine then. It says
You
that it's
tell
obvious
me
that you
about
can't talk about it, you can't make your own thoughts up. I'll talk about what I like and
Oh,
dislike about it.
okay. Power play. I get it.
So what I like about it is the payload game mode. It's the best one. Everyone knows it. What I don't like is that there's the sniper class. I don't think that should exist at all. Like, what's the point of
Can you
having the
elaborate?
class there? Well, I mean, you're just playing other Valve games inside of TF2 at that point. Like, you might as well just go play CS:GO if you're gonna play sniper in TF2.
Yeah, but the point of that is you're not playing against other CS:GO players. You get to play against people who are trying to play
Ever heard of
TF2.
counter sniping before? Isn't that the main point of the sniper? Is to snipe other
No, but dude,
snipers?
no, you don't snipe other sniper. You gotta kill the other classes in TF2.
I'm
So
just saying you could do the same thing if you like type into Google like aim trainer. It's kind of the
yeah,
same thing.
no,
Maybe just with some 2007 graphics instead.
yeah, but you could
That's the
argue
other
that
thing I dislike about TF2 is that it's Half-Life 2. That's my other big issue.
it's Half-Life 2.
Yeah, because it is Half-Life 2, it is bad, and I don't like it.
My friend hates my friend here, my co-host,
Mm-hmm.
as I was trying to say, he doesn't like old things. So
Yeah.
Half-Life 2 is on his
Quinn,
shit
can you
list.
name something old for me?
Something old,
Yeah,
like a movie.
just anything, any media.
I know what you're gonna do.
Go ahead, just name a piece of media, an old piece of media.
Taxi
Bad.
driver. See?
I haven't seen that one to be fair, but I can go ahead and make some assumptions based on my prior experience that would alert me to the point of Taxi Driver being bad.
He even hates his favorite movie because it's old.
Oh yeah, dude, Pulp Fiction. Let's see, what year did that come out? 94.
Bad.
So I guess it has. So I guess it is over 20 years old.
Half-Life 2 is 2004, dude. That's your cutoff.
Is 2004 the cutoff?
2004 is the cutoff for you, it seems, because you like TF2, which is 2007. So
It's
Three
not
more
actually. It's
years.
actually not 2007. It's like 2010.
Oh yeah, that's when it became free. So yeah.
Oh no,
It's 2007, dude.
I actually thought Half-Life 2 came out in 2007.
No, it came out 2004.
Well,
Half-Life 2 Episode 2 is 2007.
I mean, it looks the same, so you know.
Yeah, whatever.
I would never play into the episodes. One, because they cost money. Two, because if the main games suck already,
Oh, okay.
why would I play the DLCs?
You like Fight Club though, which is weird. I guess it has that blue tint.
You
I want
wanna
to
talk
talk.
about-
Can I talk about my blue tint for a second
Go ahead and talk
that
about
I've
your blue
noticed
tint.
with newer movies? What's with all of the newer movies?
Go ahead.
You know, whatever that guy is. I forgot his name. What's with all the newer movies, such as Inception, the Dark Knight series, just newer movies nowadays? What are some newer movies? I don't watch newer movies.
Perhaps Joker.
Yeah, Joker. All these newer movies that are made nowadays. Oh, all of the Star Wars movies is definitely one of them.
Yeah.
All of the Star Wars movies. They all have this weird, like, blue tint on them. And I think that blue tint started with one movie in 1999. I think Fight Club started the blue tint. Because you notice when you watch Fight Club, it's all got this, like, blue tint to it. Every scene, every shot.
It's probably because you watch movies on either your TV or on your laptop. And the backlighting
It's not a seriously blue. I think it's the camera, like the way the cameras are, makes it kind of bluish.
I'm saying, dude, I think it's your equipment, man.
No.
Also, it has to do with it does have to do with the format of the movie and what you watch it in. That's important.
I saw the Avengers movies and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
and they have a blue tint. I saw some of those in theaters, blue tint there too.
When I was talking to one of my good friends that is like a super movie guy,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of asking him why he watches in Blu-ray versus either streaming or something else.
Yeah.
He said the big reason is that the blacks and the dark colors don't really look proper, especially black though. When you stream it, just like the way it has to compress the movie, when you watch it and then also blow it up onto a bigger screen, it can make the colors kind of lessen and make them kind of look bluish.
So you say that as well, right?
Well, I mean, I'm not saying that that's necessarily the entire reason.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that is probably a part of the reason is that you're watching it like streamed, and oftentimes
what do I
low
love?
quality.
What do I love? I love old movies, remember?
Okay.
And I also watch those on the same stream.
Dude, I don't know why you haven't seen the new Tarantino movie then, if you like old.
Because,
Because one, that
not
movie itself, just on its own, old. But secondly,
movies come out for me 2 years later, dude.
It's shot old, dude. If you look at the way that it was filmed, it purposely uses a grainy. I don't know if he like did it on a really old camera or something, or if he just applied an effect afterwards, which I don't really think he could have applied an effect to make it look grainier in post. I'm pretty sure he just there's no way to watch that movie.
He shot them on the cameras he likes, I'm pretty sure. Which are old.
There's no way to watch that movie in any other way other than the way that it appears on screen. And I'll be honest, it kind of upset me when I was watching it. I was like, Tarantino, why did you do this? This looks old. And Tarantino, if you know me very well, I don't like old. So that's going to be probably a 2 out of 10 for me.
2 out of 10?
That's probably
Sorry.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is a 2 out of 10. That's the best I can give it, alright? It's like turning in an assignment late. That's the best grade you can get.
It's like 20 years late.
Thank you, that's why it's so low.
However, Inglourious Bastards by him, right?
Mm-hmm.
For me, that has that blue tint whenever I see it.
Really? I mean, I guess that's just because a lot of the movie's lighting is blue, though. You say there's blue tint, but I think that's just the lighting.
Okay, yeah, I think
it's
a lot of
outside,
movies nowadays, that's what
dark.
I'm trying to say. A lot of movies today like blue lighting because they're all in fucking space or blue.
Like outside at night or...
Yeah, the one movie in Infinity War was Infinity War, which didn't really have a blue tint to it. And it was kind of weird, but all the other Marvel movies do.
Did you see Captain Marvel? It's out on Netflix, so that's why.
I refuse to. I'm not gonna.
Alright, well that's probably a good place to be. I wish I didn't watch it. Because now forever there's going to be a part of my brain that's going to be filled with Captain Marvel instead of something else that space would better serve.
I heard that they killed Samuel L. Jackson's character and his backstory in that movie, and I refuse to
Did they? I don't know
go
if they
with
killed the backstory of him in that.
or his one of the cool part about his eye. I heard that they killed it
They did.
by a cat scratched his eye or something
Yeah,
like that.
I believe that is what happened.
Ugh,
It was
ugh,
not
so many.
it was not that a cat scratched his eye. It was an alien cat that scratched his eye.
Still, dude,
What,
all the badass shit he said in the previous movies just killed that dude.
dude? It was an alien cat of extraordinary power.
Someone I trusted. This is why I have the eye patch. Don't trust people. Oh, don't trust alien cats. Okay, I see what he's been
I don't
saying
know
the
if he
whole
knew it was
time.
an alien cat. To be fair,
Don't trust cats.
generally, that would have been a perfect use of his character in one of the other movies. They show his character and he sees like a cat and he just like freaks the fuck out. He's like, "Get that thing away from me!"
See, I don't want to. I don't want to count that as lore.
See, at first I kind of agreed with you, but now I'm on the opposite side. I would like to count that as lore. I think that's a good addition to his character.
I don't even know his character's name, dude. I just know his General Sam.
It's not what General Sam as in Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
He's the guy with eye patch, also known
Yeah,
as
he's eye patch
Nick
guy.
Fury.
Oh yeah. Dude, why is Nick Fury playing? I don't know. I can't think of a movie he's in besides Pulp Fiction.
Man, what is it? Star Wars. Why is he in Star Wars?
He was in Star Wars.
Yeah, Mace Windu.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I was trying to think of the newer Star Wars.
He looks kind of weird in that one because he doesn't have like any hair at all in that. He's like essentially hairless for that film.
He was supposed to be the cool character, it seemed like, and then
you say was supposed to be, but I think he actually was.
I think his death.
He also made a lot of demands, apparently.
Yeah.
His main demand was having a lightsaber
Oh,
of his own
that was
color.
different.
Not to say that it was different, that it was purple. Just specifically purple. And apparently George Lucas wasn't going to go for it, but they did it anyway. Oh, dude, what if John Travolta got in there too? John Travolta in space?
That man does not look like he should. He looks Neanderthalic, dude. He does not look like he'd make it to any space travel meetings or anything like that.
Maybe they could they could dress him up like an alien costume, but it kind of looks similar to him. I don't know. He's into Scientology. I think he'd be into it. He's like getting closer to his heritage, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what Scientologists believe. Well, I mean, I know that they think that they came from space alien, but other than
who's the Scientology guy? What's the other actor that's Scientology? What's his name?
That would be Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise is awesome.
Short guy.
Running guy.
Running guy.
Have you seen the Tom Cruise running for president video?
No, I have not. That has to be a joke, right?
It's a joke. It's a guy that looks like Tom Cruise. He made his own videos like, today I'll be running for president, and it's just him running and listing off like funny movie things. Should see it. It's funny.
Who else?
Hi, I'm Tom Cruise.
Was Robin Williams Scientologist?
No way, dude. Rip Robin Williams.
Isn't that why he didn't want action figures sold of him as a genie? Or is
why would he want that?
Well, I mean, I remember that was a big part of his contract, and the Disney did it anyway. But I don't actually remember. Let's see, was Robin Williams a Scientologist? By the lack of results coming up, I'm going to go ahead and...
And did they make action figures out of the Aladdin thing? I guess you got to make action figures out of everything.
Apparently he only touched on it briefly. I'm kind of half and half. Robin Williams, maybe Scientologist, maybe not. Confirmed.
Oh, you know the music video with Robin Williams? What's the song? I hope you know this.
The music video with Robin Williams.
Yeah, there's a music video. It's like the black dude and Robin Williams dancing. I forgot the name of the movie.
I have no idea what you're talking about, dude.
Half the podcast is going to be me mentioning things and me forgetting
What they're called?
actually what they're called.
What's the relevance of it? Is what I'm getting at.
I just want to talk about.
No, honestly, that's not what I mean. But I mean relevance as in like, is it a part of a movie? Is it a part?
No,
of a
it's this guy's song.
And Robin Williams just happens to be there.
And he's just in the music video. They got Robin Williams, him, and some other dude. I think it was a comedian. I forgot.
Okay. I have no idea what movie that would be.
Have you ever seen the Wes Anderson movies?
Name them off, because if you say the director's name, I'm not gonna know who it is.
Budapest Hotel, Owen Wilson, and Freaky Movie Bunch. It's not actually the name. That's just what most of the movies are. I only know the Budapest Hotel, and I forgot most of them.
That seems to be a common theme here.
A common theme, yeah. I thought you'd know. I think, if they look modern, I feel like you'd like them, weirdly.
When you talk about the Budapest Hotel, it sounds like something I would want to watch, but I have not seen it, no.
Yeah, he makes weird stuff. It's like, I feel like you should watch. Maybe we'll talk about it next time after we've seen him.
Don't try to put me in some position where I have to watch something, alright? I'm not gonna be beholden to your wishes of what movies
Maybe
I should
when we
or
watch
should
the
not
movie.
watch.
Maybe when we finally watch the movie together, we'll talk about it next time.
How do you feel that I got you to watch Surf's Up 2, and you have yet to get me to watch Taxi Driver?
Taxi Driver sucks, dude. That's old.
Yeah, exactly, and Surf's Up 2 is new.
So Surf's Up 2 was worth it, honestly.
Surf's Up 2 was really bad.
So bad it's good,
No.
of.
Okay, first of all, they changed the voice actor for
which was way better.
Which they had Finn from Adventure Time as the voice actor instead. Which, first of all, lit. Secondly, it was called Wave Mania. They had the WWE people. You think it's gonna be good until you realize they don't know anything about voice acting, and every time they talk, it takes you out of the film because they sound like they're just being themselves. Which, I mean, I guess they're supposed to, but that's probably what they were told when they were recording. Is just like, be yourself. Because that's all that they are, is just like an anthropomorphic version of themselves as penguins. But it's very jarring. The plot makes no sense. Cody, our boy, is just like a total dick throughout the entire movie. He tries to kill a guy. If you remember that one scene.
Yeah, I remember the kill the guy scene.
When he almost killed Chicken Joe by accident, I think. He almost burned him in lava, dude. What?
I guess Chicken Joe has it coming sometimes, dude.
That's true. Chicken Joe does.
I love how John Cena's his friend. Like, John Cena, he's gotta be the guy. John Cena's the man. Alright.
He's friends with Z? Was that the name of the cool guy in the first movie?
Yeah, Z.
He had the Z shell.
Z.
And the classic where Cody gets the Z shell, and he's like, "Oh my god, it's his necklace."
Now I'm gonna make my awesome surfboard.
And then they realize that the Z shell he got as a child was a dime a dozen seashell that everyone had, which was just perfect. Oh, dude, that makes me want to talk about. All right, Quinn. There are some truly awful children's movies from the mid 2000s.
Like the Turtle movie.
The Turtle movie?
Remember the Turtle movie we watched?
Okay, that's different. That's a whole different can of bad. Go on Netflix and look up some like children's turtle movie. I don't even know how to describe it. I don't even remember what the plot was because it made no sense. But they took some baby turtles and then put them in a fancy restaurant or something. Yeah, it feels like it was a movie that was intentionally made to be bad. But what I'm talking about is that there are some diamonds in the rough when it comes to mid 2000s animated movies. For example,
Ratatouille,
mwah, creme de la creme of freaking children's movies. Open Season, no, not Open Season. What am I saying? Open Season is awful. Dude. Open Season is terrible.
Open Season 3, however. Really?
Is that the one with the Russian bear and the circus?
Yes.
What's Open Season 2 about then? I don't even remember that one.
Open Season 2,
It seems like 3 was so far out there that it's more memorable than 2 was. Dude, oh my god, that's how you ruin a child's Thursday night in elementary school. Is you play open season 1 at like 7 p.m. You're like, all right, well, TV's off. Can't watch this. Can't watch cartoons because the worst movie of all time is on.
Over the Hedge, another
Over the
classic.
Hedge, though. Oh my god, best movie ever made.
I haven't seen that movie since I first saw it.
Really?
But for some
No.
reason, I feel like the main character's awesome in that movie.
That was a big part of my childhood, in just the sense that it was somehow always on TV. Which I say somehow when I really mean, like, obviously it was on TV all the time. It was great. And I just watched it probably a few too many times. And I'll always love it, yeah. We should watch it sometime. It's worth watching again.
And not a Wes Anderson
You're not. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch a Wes Anderson movie. I like animated
but we should
stuff.
watch. We should watch Over the Hedge.
We should watch Open Season as a group and talk over it, like the mystery. What's that? The Science Theater 3000. Is that Mystery Science?
Remember when we watched the shitty? What is it? Oh my god, one of my favorite movies, and I can't remember the name.
It was not one of your.
Oh, 28 days, 28 weeks later.
It was 28 weeks later.
That's the shitty 28 days later.
Yes,
that was so bad, dude.
Like I remember you were trying at the beginning to take it seriously, and as soon as Alistair started ripping into it, that was it. Then the movie just caved so hard.
The movie's so bad.
Once they got off the train at the beginning of the movie, you're like, guys, keep it together, please. Like, can you not be so loud? But then the movie turned out to be way more fun after that.
They got Hawkeye to play one of the characters.
Yes, they did.
Okay, what's up with that actor? Can we talk about that actor for a second? Every movie he's in, he plays like a guy that uses his eyeballs to kill people. He's using his arrows, right?
Mm-hmm.
To frickin' snipe people,
well, I mean,
right?
he's like he's kinda jacked, but also like kinda short. So it's like, yeah, he's strong, but
he's a sniper.
He has to be a sniper. You know, he's fit. When they talk about sniper, they're like, you do realize to be a sniper, you have to go through way more physical training than any other position in the military. It's the same.
It's like he's in Cold River or whatever it's called, Wind River. That's what it's called. He's out in the middle of nowhere, out in Alaska or some place like that, right? Normal place with gunfights and that sort of stuff. Everyone else got shotguns and pistols, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He's got his sniper with him. He's shooting people with his
sniper rifle.
Big ass sniper rifle, and he's shooting people down in the snow.
Best Alaska movie is that one with the guy from Taken.
Oh, Liam Neeson.
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, it's where he takes him like, you know, those little shot glass, essentially glass bottles of alcohol that they'll give out on planes or in like the mini bars in a hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
He puts those in between his fingers and breaks them off so that they're just like broken bottles on his fists, and goes head to head with a pack of wolves at the end. That's the climax of the movie. Makes no sense, but 10 out of 10, great.
Great. Gotta say, brilliant. Liam Neeson, badass in Taken, badass in most movies. Star Wars,
Who is he in Star Wars?
He's the guy in the first Star Wars movie, like not A New Hope.
Wait, he's Qui-Gon Jinn? Is that him?
He's Qui-Gon Jinn. Yeah.
I did not even. I mean, obviously, by you saying that, I could infer by like thinking like who kind of looks like him, but I didn't even realize. No. Yeah. That's
Qui-Gon Jinn.
And then he gets a nice stab, which doesn't make any sense because I thought they lived in the future and they could probably.
And then he gets cut in half. What?
No, he does not get cut in half. Darth Maul gets cut in half.
You got baited.
Anyway, you think they'd be able to assault? Like, they put fucking robotic arms and feet on people all the time. It's like I don't know. It's like going out for a Coke for them. You know, I'm gonna get my new robot arm.
Something cut off. Yeah.
You tell me they can't stop a little stab?
May as well just cut off your dick.
A guy got ignited by fucking lava, and they rebuilt him. You telling me?
Oh, boo-hoo, I'm cut in half. Boo. I got stabbed. Ooh.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it doesn't seem like you can die at all. Oh, did I just uncover? Did I just uncover Star Wars 9?
Nobody ever dies in Star Wars.
Did you see Star Wars 8?
Yeah, it was horrible.
You know the part where they kill the cool villain in like 1 second for no reason?
Oh, dude, he got cut in
You got
half.
cut in half, but you come back, dude, because they got the technology now. It's 40 years later in the universe where the technology didn't change at all. They got the technology now.
I don't like how a different person writes it each time.
Is that their,
I think they did that because they had a different guy, like, direct it each time, right? And they must have had different writers, right?
Well, I mean, they have different directors for the Marvel movies, I'm pretty sure, and also writers.
Yeah.
Or maybe
But that guy just wrote Star Wars into
he wrote his
a corner
fanfic.
there.
He wrote his Star Wars fanfic as an actual movie.
I wonder how the next writer's gonna
Do you think
pull
Phasma
it out
coming
of
back?
it. Phasma definitely coming back. We're gonna have a comeback from all characters in Star Wars.
Han's gonna be back.
Leia's coming. Wait. They should have just killed her in that movie.
I know, they had the
She's
perfect
dead.
out. They had the perfect out. They could have just reshot the scenes where she was dead. And then they would have been fine because she wasn't that important to the story.
Mm-hmm.
Just make the scene, because I know all of their sets are green screen.
Oh, she got the Force. Oh, I knew it. They really wanted that moment, all right?
Dude.
They really wanted that moment.
I know that was supposed to be like kind of cool or something, but I swear to God, where they had her like blown up and frozen, I was like, oh damn, so that's how they're gonna do it. They're gonna do Leia really dirty and they're gonna kill her off like that.
I'm like, oh, please. No, I was thinking please be dead. I saw that and I was thinking, please just die.
I know,
right
they zoomed
here.
in on her face and I was like, alright, she's done. And then they do like the camera whoosh super fast where she does the Force back into the... And I was like, dude, what the fuck's going on?
It's the dumbest turnaround of all time.
I hated that. That was so stupid. Just, they could have killed her off. She wasn't that important. And then you see her in the trailer for the new movie.
The CGI, the next one.
Like they did the guy in Solo, or was it Rogue One? Rogue One.
I think it was Rogue One.
Yeah. They CG.
I don't even know the guy's name. I don't care.
Well, I don't think he had a name. He was just like some sort of high-ranking captain.
No, he's got a name. I've heard people say it. Captain.
The old man.
Old man.
Captain Old Man from Star Wars 2 or 5.
Star Wars old Star Wars.
Speaking of Star Wars bad, Rogue One, awful.
Actually funny, but also awful.
You know Star Wars is bad. Or you know it's getting bad. When the most likable character is the robot. The best character in that movie is the robot.
I laughed like 3 times in that movie. And I noticed after I watched the movie, those 3 times I laughed, it was the robot. It was
the robot, because he has some personality. The main character was just completely contemptible. She was just constantly pissed off all the time. And it was not
I'm angry. Oh, my dad died. You piss me off. My boyfriend doesn't like me.
I mean, I don't think they were dating.
Yeah, but they had a chance at the beach at the end.
They held hands at the end when they got
they may as well.
laser beamed.
He may as well be in the bone zone, so.
Alright, man, kind of weird, but I'll ignore it.
Wait, did the robot die?
Oh yeah, the robot got shot to pieces trying to save them. Or not necessarily save them, but get them from point A to point B. Now that was a sad death. When I saw Robot Guy go, I was like, damn, dude, they really shafted him. But then they died on the beach. I was like, dude, I don't give a shit about these guys. Oh yeah, by the way, Star Wars 8 killing off Admiral Akbar. That's a 0 out of 10 for me.
0 out of 10.
He didn't have to die. They just killed him for no reason. He just happened to be in the bridge at the same time. Now,
you know who had to die?
If they reshot
Leia.
If they reshot that scene where Admiral Akbar did that instead, that would have been amazing.
Or he had the Force.
Or Admiral Akbar had the Force, yeah.
Instead, they just let Leia die, and they don't even zoom in on her or anything. They just, she came out, she's dead now. They zoomed in on Admiral Akbar.
One thing they did say about Star Wars 8, which I didn't think about until, by they, I mean a YouTuber who was reviewing the movie, or rather poking holes in it. one thing he talked about that I would not have thought of otherwise was that if it's so easy to destroy a literal fleet of ships, not a ship, not a small ship, the biggest ships in the entire galaxy, just by going into warp speed and just going through them, why didn't they do that all the time? Do you know how many people Poe killed trying to bomb these things? Just set one of those babies in the hyperdrive and call it quits. They're already gonna die. Just have one of them just fucking suicide through them and you're good.
The rebels become a suicide bombing army. I think that would be a good twist.
Well, they also like try to make sense of it in the series where it's like when you go into light speed, you're essentially going into like a different dimension of travel. So that's how you can like go through without fucking hidden planets and shit. But then they allow that to happen. Maybe she's not going light speed. Maybe she's just going.
Well,
really
that was
fast.
at the very beginning of light speed. That's where it's going in between the dimensions, and you're kind of still in that one, and you're kind of in the other one. It's like, oh, do you think when she went to the other one, it was kind of like, am I alive or am I dead? I don't know. Who knows, dude? Maybe she'll come back.
Maybe she'll come back.
Because she was in a different dimension, dude. Maybe she'll still be alive.
I guess they're
purple-haired chick.
By definition, they're going faster than the speed of light because I'm pretty sure they're going such distances where it's like light could not travel that fast in that time.
Yeah. When is General Grievous coming back?
Yeah, when is General Grievous coming back? That guy, did he get sliced in half? How did he? Or did he just get?
He got shot and his heart exploded.
Once again, I feel like that's a minor injury in the Star Wars world.
I mean, he was literally made a robot because he had exploded so many times before.
I know. Why can't just pop another one of those robo hearts in him and just kick him out into the battle again?
He's still got his eyes. So.
What I'm getting at here is that other than, like, I don't even know how to describe it, like incineration or atomization, where you just don't exist anymore. I feel like really any injury in the Star Wars world isn't fatal. I don't think it really matters.
Yeah, that's how you kill Deadpool and Wolverine, right? You gotta, like, vaporize them.
Is that the rule? I thought they could just, like, go from one particle of themselves.
No, they can go from one particle. That's what I mean. You gotta vaporize their particles.
Oh, like burn the ash into nothing.
Yeah. Not even the ash, dude. You gotta literally, like, put them in some containment thing. And melt all the atoms to different atoms or something like that. I don't know. Like, you gotta have Chernobyl happen on them. Like, I don't know.
And then, did you see the Wolverine movie that everyone said was good?
I heard it was good, and then I saw, like, 10 minutes of it, and I said, this kind of sucks. So I stopped watching.
I don't know, dude. Wolverine giving up his power? Kind of lame. I didn't see the movie, but when I heard that that's what he does, I'm out. That's a no-go for me.
I don't really like superhero movies either. That's just a me thing, though.
So, what do you prefer, like a super villain movie? Do you like Megamind, perhaps?
I don't. None of those. I like a movie about normal people, maybe not normal. Maybe not doing normal things, but normal people.
Or just regular humans is more what you mean, not necessarily normal.
Yeah, regular humans doing things. So I like the Captain America movies where it's like,
Yeah, he's just kind of like a jacked dude,
that can jump super high.
I guess.
Wait a second. He's a Jedi. Okay.
A force jump, dude. Have you ever heard of a force jump?
Remember when they introduced the force jump so they could make, they'd have to write them getting across somewhere. They just have them jump.
Yeah, I always thought that was weird because as a kid I was like, damn, dude, I can jump really fucking high. And then it's just like, oh nope, they use the Force. Which in all the games where you can play as like Jedi or anything, they let you
Lego games.
Or the Lego. I don't even know if the Lego games allow you to, but they let them do like in air jumps. And I was like, how the hell do you do a double Force jump? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. How does a Scout jump twice?
Hey, how does the Scout from TF2 going back to TF2?
I don't know how we managed to do that, but
I'm trying to think if there were any other of those children movies, like animated children's movies that are really awful.
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille good. WALL-E, controversial is how I would define that movie. Probably controversial, pointing towards bad.
I don't like the movie.
I do not like it that much either.
However, I like the message of people being fat. I thought that was cool. Don't
Yeah,
become fat. Don't kill your Earth. I mean, really, we're not really killing. This is George Carlin talking out of my mouth right now. The Earth is gonna live on
mm-hmm.
way longer than we're just like a flea off its back, right? That's what he
Mm-hmm.
said in one of his stand-ups. So don't kill ourselves. It's more the message. I
You know,
think. I
yeah,
don't get the.
don't kill the Earth. It's like I can see where he's coming from or make that point. I think we got about what's gonna become first, like our Earth dying or our sun like exploding.
I'm pretty sure if our Earth will never, because our Earth can't die, right? I mean, unless you mean there's no life left on Earth, I
No,
think
no, no, no.
that
Like,
will definitely come
the
first.
issues would be that like the inside of the planet or the planet itself loses enough of its own temperature or atmosphere, it essentially becomes like Mars, where there's
Hmm.
no more like tectonic move. I guess maybe Mars does. I kind of learned about it in astronomy, but I don't remember exactly. Like there's no more movement left in it. That's kind of when like a
Hmm.
planet it just becomes a rock of metals. Because
Hmm.
as you know, we have a moving core of iron, which kind of makes our magnetic fields.
Hmm.
But I guess that would be like a planet dying.
But I don't think us doing anything is gonna us. I think us doing anything is gonna kill the planet. But I think the sun will probably explode.
Yeah, I think we got a couple, like another 4.5 billion years left in us. That's kind of
The
rough.
planet's got another 4.5 billion years.
I'm just saying, dude. 4.5 billion years. I don't. It's one of those things. I don't like having a deadline over my head all the time. I have to get everything done in the next 4.5 billion years. Like
Or, next 20
it's
years,
almost
according
like
to.
it's almost like how would you call that? It's like debilitating, you know. How am I going to go
Mhm.
on knowing I only have another 4.5 billion years left?
Only. Only.
Yeah.
How are humans going to take over the galaxy with only 4.5 billion
Quinn, I'm
years?
pretty sure we're going to get to the singularity in our lifetimes, so that's why I'm set talking in this long format.
Hmm.
Do you disagree?
I don't know.
You don't know what that means, do you?
The singularity, is that like immortality?
Yeah, that's when we become cyborg immortals.
Awesome.
I'm all in, dude. I'm just saying, I'm all in.
I don't know, dude.
Okay,
I'm not really sure I
when
want
people say like
robots
I'm not
controlling me, dude.
sure, I'm not sure if if I
Okay,
would want to
okay,
do
bro.
that.
You live forever, right? But let's say you live forever, but the robot is controlling your actions,
Oh,
man.
so it's like the movie Get Out, perhaps. Except
Is
it's a
that what that
robot.
movie's about?
The movie is that they abduct black people so that old, rich white folks can then take over their bodies by being inserted into them. And then
This makes
the
sense.
other person, like the body, the person who was in the body originally basically sees everything that's happening from like some kind of space dimension where they can't interact with anything, they can only just see what's going on. Are you saying kind of like a Get Out situation?
No, not really like that. I'm saying more like you understand what's going on, but you're robotic. You're more present than in a space sort of thing. You're more present. You see everything. You kind of try to fight it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the robot, your robot parts are taking over. All
I
right.
don't even know how that makes any sense, but
I don't know how
regardless,
that makes sense either.
what there's the people that think that like, oh, I don't know if I'd want to take immortality, robotness. You know, being immortal could kind of suck. It's like, dude, at your oldest, the oldest person on Earth who could be making that decision is like 115, compared to infinite life, or even just like 1,000 years old. Like, do you know how probably like, I guess unwise or maybe ignorant? I don't even know how to describe it compared to the old age you are. You know, maybe give it a good 2,000 years before you're saying, I don't know if I like this. And even then, give it a couple extra years. We're talking literal infinity. You're not just gonna try it out for a little while, dip the toes in.
I don't know, man. Robots.
I don't know, man. I don't trust them robots.
I don't trust them robots. I
I
mean,
took a
okay,
test.
honestly
I
though,
took a
dude.
test in high school. Had calculator on it. Still got a 65.
Can't
Can't
trust
trust
them.
those robots, dude. They made me fail.
Not what I mean, but still, that's funny.
How did I fail? I thought they
I
were
don't know. I feel like
perfect.
when you're really old, you kind of just accept that you're gonna die, and you're like, oh, I'm fine with this at this point.
Well, I mean, I think that's in the context of that. There's no other way around it.
Still, I think I'd
When
rather
it's like the
experience that.
movie The Big Short. All right. It's like your
How is
house
it
is
like the
on
movie?
fire, and I'm selling you fire insurance. You are about to die. I'm giving you death insurance. Except instead of like what death insurance really is, it's actually just not dying.
Yeah,
Also, I would like to make the side note that The Big Short, pretty good, dude.
great movie. Great movie. One of the best, I'd say.
Yeah, I really like it. Oh, dude,
Out of all the new movies I've seen, probably top there.
I want to talk about the Quentin Tarantino movie and how it relates to that movie, but this guy's never seen it, so looks like I do not get to talk about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I want to talk about the Joker movie.
All right, did you go and see
Just
it?
that, just the idea of it, not the actual
Can you just
movie.
go see a fucking movie for once in your life so I can actually talk about it? Do you think the most frustrating person to talk to ever? Hey, you know this new piece of media? No, I'm living back in 2004. I haven't seen it. By the way, I'm gonna go down to the Blockbuster, so I'll see you in a little bit.
I saw The Big Short though, and I saw that
It's
movie,
almost like that movie's based in 2007.
so I have to. Then how come I haven't seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? I should have seen that movie 15 years ago.
You weren't born yet, alright, so it doesn't count. You're breaking the rules. Also, that movie didn't happen.
Oh yeah, I forgot The Big Short's
Yeah,
based
you
on
remember The Big
reality.
Short actually happened?
I like the part at the end where it says, water is a commodity, or at least, it
Well, I
implies
mean,
it.
according to Nestle, it is.
According to the guy that discovered, that the stock market was going to crash. Which, I'd probably say if you could discover that just looking at numbers and shit,
Mm-hmm.
you could probably discover some other stuff, right? Or maybe you got lucky. Who knows?
Do you know that they're saying The Big Short's about to happen to Canada? I believe it's Mark Baum, one of the guys from The Big Short, in real life,
Mm.
talked about how Canada's kind of going through the same thing, and more likely than not, they are going to have a housing collapse as well soon. And then the person interviewing said, "Did you do what you did in The Big Short, where you took out short positions?" And he was like, "Yes, I did." So I don't like the way this is looking.
Nice, Mark. But who really cares? It's Canadians, dude.
I know. Did they all
Who
live
do we
within?
know who's Canadian? And they're all really
Canada.
nice to each other. They'll probably just help each other out.
Exactly.
There's like no crime in Canada. They'll probably just all hug.
Yeah,
Be
just
like,
like
oh, you can live with me.
they all live within like 100 miles of the U.S., so they can just come on over. All right.
But Trump.
He's not gonna be around for that much longer.
Yeah, Trump. Dude, what if he gets reelected? That'd be so funny, though.
I don't know. Amidst all this impeachment stuff, I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna get impeached though. I always keep talking about this man. If we listen to this like 2 years from now, it's gonna sound dated as hell. But in our current era, as of October 11th, 2019, there's some talk about our president Donald Trump being impeached for talking to the Ukraine, and they didn't like that.
Being owned.
I don't know if he was owned. I'm pretty sure that he just talked about.
He said that so seriously. I don't know if he was owned per se, but
How I would phrase it instead would be, "Hey guys, this next election kind of whack, bro. Can you, do what you do best?" And they're
is
like,
that what he
"Oh, the
said?
Russia special. I'm on it, bro."
The
And
Russia special. I mean, did they really mess with the poll, or I thought what they did was they just messed with the media
I don't know really what they tried to
and
do,
people's
but
Facebooks and stuff like that. That's what I thought. But who cares?
anyway, he cheated, and that's wrong.
I just like the clips of Hillary saying that she wants to build a wall on Mexico's
When
border.
did she do that?
She did that like before she ran for president.
Mm.
She's like, yeah, when I was a senator or whatever she did, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, yeah, I passed some. I was trying to pass some bills where we would build a wall around
Really?
in front of Mexico, and then she ran against Trump, and she's like, oh, that's a terrible idea.
What if during the debate she was like, "Okay, I know where you're coming from. The power of the wall, it can get to you, but I gotta talk you off your soapbox. Please, it's not a good idea. I swear." And then he won and did it anyway.
and then she wins, and then she builds the
Then she
wall.
builds the wall anyway. Hilarious, Hillary. You already got him there.
That's why I don't like. That's why I don't. Alternate history. Hillary's the president. I think it would be worse off, honestly. Hate to say it.
That's the thing, Quinn, is
Hate to
that
say
it
it.
would not be as funny.
Yeah,
Dude, Trump's tweets
funny.
in the
Honestly, dude, the
in
funniest
the
thing of
last
all
like
time.
2 months have just
Yeah,
been a gold amount of comedy. And
I know everybody's seen the Nickelback tweets,
yeah.
but honestly, before
Look
that,
at this photograph.
the Sharpie Gate tweet
Oh
was
yeah,
probably the
Sharpie
best
Gate
thing
was
of all
like the
time.
beginning of the best era of Trump tweets. Because
Yeah,
before it was just like, just him kind of spouting off about whatever bullshit and just saying that people are dumb or crooked or whatever. And it's kind
yeah,
of like, this is kind of funny, but it kind of wears on you. But then when you have the one where he does his, like, I don't even know, I want to believe that it's him doing it. He does his own
in
freaking,
editing.
his little edits of bullshit. It's just so great. I would like to think a president is using his valuable time to make troll edits. Make YouTube clips, as you
From
say.
I forgot. Hold on. I thought a guy said that he was the original uploader of the look at this photograph.
You see? Or he'll just like do a one-off phrase like presidential harassment in all caps. I'm sure he did similar things years ago, but
Yeah. Nickelback was not. You think Nickelback was aware of the meme surrounding his song before Trump did it? Because that's an
uh,
old one too. That's an old like format.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he was alert, or not he, but they.
That's
Or
kind of a he.
is it kind of a he?
I feel like,
It's like Nickelback guy.
yeah,
Because I mean, some bands like, for example, I just thought of this one, Rush. He got Geddy Lee, and the guitar guy, Alex Lifeson.
yeah.
But yeah, that's probably true. It's just the voice, or like the Offspring is just the singer, really.
And my girlfriend dead. You said it. That's my impression of the Offspring. I could probably be the singer for the Offspring.
I think they're still holding auditions. I think you can get in.
Should I make my audition? I should upload a SoundCloud audition for the
Oh
Offspring.
yeah, by the way, when are you making your SoundCloud, dude?
I already made a SoundCloud.
Did you?
Yeah.
Have you uploaded anything like any
I
actual
uploaded my
songs?
Marry Me Archie cover.
I don't know what that means, but
It's my Marry Me Archie cover.
I don't know who that is.
It's by Always. I'll show it to you later.
Fair enough.
Or we could cut the podcast and I could play it.
Is it time? Do you think it's time to cut?
We've been going for an hour or more
We have been
probably.
going. Yeah, we've been going for a little bit more
Exactly.
now.
Since I looked at it at 8:35,
Mhm.
9:35. It's kind of crazy.
Actually, it's 10:35 to 11:35, but I'll forgive you this one time. Dude, I understand Central Standard Time is kind of a big deal.
That has been the Three Guys Talking podcast. This has been your host, Quinn
That's
Allen.
not exactly
With
how that works. I'm not going to allow that. I was going to have some, parting thoughts, perhaps. Quinn,
okay,
now we're going longer just because you did that.
go ahead, Kurt.
Quinn, what's some music you've been listening to recently?
Uh, no, I'm not
No,
answering
you're
that.
not going to answer that. I really didn't want to bring it up during the podcast, but now I have to. You're really going to pout, huh?
I'm pouting, dude.
Fine, I'll talk about what music I've been listening to then.
Nobody,
And
nobody
hopefully,
cares. Dude.
hopefully
Nobody
you'll be
cares.
comfortable with your cringe. What is it? What do you listen to?
No, it's not that I don't want to talk about it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it
It's
is
that
that
I
you
don't
don't want to
think
talk
talking about. I just don't think music is a good topic of conversation. Honestly,
So you're embarrassed that you like Nightcore. That's what you're telling me.
not my fault. Nightcore's good. You told me to look at Nightcore. You told me to watch the Rasputin Nightcore.
That is that's not even Nightcore.
Well, excuse me, the Rasputin Bone X remix or whatever it's called.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's pretty much just it's faster. It's Nightcore. I was playing it to my friends. They're like, "Oh, is this Nightcore?"
Nightcore
okay.
is anime music.
It's anime music sped up, dude.
Yeah, and that is not anime music, but it is sped up. Yes.
No, it's any music sped up.
Nightcore is not any music.
It is any music,
Or
dude.
maybe any music, but the Nightcore everyone talks about is the anime ones, which is why I don't.
Oh, that's bad
anime.
Nightcore.
That's bad Nightcore.
I really like Nightcore if it's real music sped up. Like the zombie song sped up. Awesome.
The zombie song.
Zombie.
Oh, that song sucks. I thought you were talking about Zombie Nation.
In my head. Do we have the rights to that? Can we get the rights to that real quick?
I'm pretty sure if you do your own rendition of it, it's fine. So go ahead.
Oh, I actually had a good idea for some closing thoughts here.
Mm-hmm.
We could start a section where every week we read off comments on the thing, and we talk about the comments.
Oh, okay.
At the beginning. Yeah. So if you guys want to leave some comments, if you got this far or anything like that, every comment will be read off in the next video.
Yeah. Well, we'll read off all the comments until it becomes inconvenient to do so.
Yeah.
So probably forever then.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
True. To TBH FYI.
TBH FYI.
So that's something you can do if you. I know Lucio got this far. Good job, Lucio and Niraj.
Do you mind if we talk shop real quick before we end it? Mostly because we're gonna talk about this afterwards anyway, so might as well keep it in. What's the background gonna be for this? Is it just gonna be black screen, or did you have the?
No, I was gonna make the the Rigatoni family picture.
Yeah.
I was thinking of doing it with that.
Oh.
And making the silhouettes out of that.
Oh. Okay.
I was thinking that would be pretty good looking.
Oh, like the one I drew, or the one that's the actual picture?
The actual one, and then I was gonna do the silhouettes of it with the different colors, with the white.
So you're not gonna use my cool drawing.
Or you could just do your cool drawing instead, and just make that the background.
I don't know if that will get people clicking on it though. To be fair. Oh yeah, where we're posting this? Are we doing this on Redman channel or your channel?
I was gonna do this on my Pie Rocker channel.
No, I want this front and center though.
Yeah.
Wait, is Pie Rocker? Oh yeah, that's not the.
That's my new channel.
Oh yeah. Do you mind if we double post this?
Ooh, splitting the views, buddy. How about we make a new channel?
A new channel, but then no one's gonna know about it.
Yeah, but then we post it we link it to all our friends.
Because my thing is that my YouTube channel has both all my friends from California as well as from Oklahoma. So.
Yeah, you could just post it on your Snapchat story or some dumb shit like that.
They can't click on the link, dude.
Let's check out my new podcast.
I'm just saying it's inconvenient.
I want to make a new channel.
Alright, fine. We can make a new channel. That's fine. Okay. Who's in charge of it?
Me, of course, because I'm good at being in charge. Do you really want to sync up the audio
Uh,
and cut out possible errors, buddy?
no, I don't want to edit that.
Then I'm in charge of the channel.
I'll edit my own stuff. I'm not. I guess this technically is my own thing, but I don't want to edit this. That's what I'm getting at. When to edit this, you do realize you're going to have to listen to the whole podcast through to make sure there's no desyncs, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to do that. You're just going to line up at the beginning and end and hope it fits.
Yep.
Yeah, that's about right. I respect that. All right. Well, if you want to go ahead and do the sign off, we can.
This has been your host, Quinn Allen. With me, my co-host,
I want you to say the podcast name and then.
Oh yeah, the podcast name is Three Guys Talking.
Can we do this for real instead of you just kind of pussing out halfway on doing this?
Oh, this has been Three Guys Talking. I'm your host, Quinn
Alright,
Allen.
go ahead. So this has been Three Guys Talking podcast. I'm your host, Court Nelson, with my esteemed co-host.
I'm actually the host, but
with my esteemed co-host.
Sure.
Gotta say your name.
Oh, yeah, it's me. You've heard my name. I've said
with
it a few times.
With my esteemed co-host, Quinn Allen. I'd like to thank you for watching, and please have a good night.